To Decision 2016, a day after Super Tuesday, the GOP field is getting smaller. Candidates are stumping in Michigan, and we have a brand new poll.
That's right. Here's how the Republican race is shaping up in our state. This is according to our new poll from Epic MRA. Donald Trump leads the pack with 29% of the vote. Both Marco Rubio and Ted Cruz trail him by about 10 points. Now, at the same time, one of those candidates is now out of the race. This afternoon, Ben Carson said that he is effectively ending his bid for the White House after a whirlwind campaign that at one point had him in the pole position.
The attention is squarely on Michigan right now with three candidates in the state today. Heather Walker is in East Lansing for a Bernie Sanders rally, but let's start with our political reporter, Rick Albin, who is in Metro Detroit, where Marco Rubio just spoke. Rick?
There is more attention being paid to Michigan in this campaign cycle than any I remember, and there are a lot of reasons why. Obviously, it's an unusual campaign. Obviously, nobody has been capable of catching Donald Trump, and even though he looks like a runaway winner, there still are ways that the establishment Republicans think they can block him. For Marco Rubio, he's got to pick up about 10 points in 6 days here in Michigan, about 20 points in just less than 2 weeks to win his home state of Florida. It is a big job, and apparently he's decided he's going to do it by taking the fight directly to Donald Trump.
If we choose Donald Trump as our nominee, we will lose in November. If we choose Donald Trump as our nominee, we will put in charge of the conservative movement someone who is not really a conservative. And if we choose Donald Trump as our nominee, he will have carried out the most elaborate con job in the history of American politics. And the stakes aren't just a worthless degree. That was bad enough. The stakes are the very future of our country.
So for Marco Rubio, Michigan becomes very important indeed, but other candidates are eyeing the state. John Kasich will be here most of the week between now and the election. You'll hear in just a little bit about how the Democrats are dealing with Michigan, and other Republicans will be here. I'll be with Donald Trump on Friday morning, right after the Thursday night debate. Michigan getting a lot of attention. It's a big year, and we'll have it covered for the next week and all the way through November. We're live in Shelby Township. I'm Rick Albin, 24-Hour News 8.
All right, Rick. Sounds good. More on the coverage coming up. And let's take a look at how the Republican race is shaping up. We did take a look at that poll. Rick, we look forward to more from you later.
Rick, Brian, thank you. At the same time, the Breslin Center at MSU is expected to be packed tonight as Bernie Sanders makes another stop in Michigan. 24-Hour News 8 Heather Walker is live in East Lansing talking with people ahead of this event. Heather?
Well, Sue, the Breslin Center is continuing to pile in with people. We're told Senator Sanders has arrived, but he's not yet set to speak until 7 o'clock tonight. You can take a look behind me. This area has been filling up with young people, some of them sitting on the floor. People waited 2 hours outside to get in and then another 3 hours inside until he speaks. But not all Sanders supporters are young people. I'm joined now by Bill Hutchinson from Lansing. Tell me why you're so passionate about Sanders. Why do you want him to be the next president?
Because he is real, and he's for us. He's not doing this for Bernie, he's doing it for all of us. And he wants us to stay involved, and this is a good thing. He's for the people.
Okay, yeah. I think that's the same thing we've been hearing from a lot of supporters out here. His speech set to last about an hour and 15 minutes. We're going to have a full wrap-up coming up tonight at 10 and 11. We're now reporting live in East Lansing. Heather Walker, 24-Hour News 8.
Heather, thank you. Republican candidate John Kasich was also in Michigan today, holding town halls on the east side of the state. Kasich will be here through Saturday. Trump has events on Friday in the Detroit area and in Cadillac. We have details of those events at woodtv.com. All this attention comes days before the primary on Tuesday, but before that, Republicans will debate tomorrow in Detroit. The Democrats debate in Flint on Sunday, and we will have you covered every step of the way.